This is the Aputure Accent B7c, and it's probably the most advanced light bulb we've ever seen. What Aputure have done here is effectively take their technology from their portable little MC light and put it in a light bulb. This makes it perfect for practical lights within your shot, helping you to get rid of problems that you may face when working with practical lights, like color casts, color consistency, and flicker. And it also opens up a whole host of creative possibilities, as these are fully programmable RGB WW lights. If you do narrative work, this is obviously incredibly useful, but even if you simply do corporate videos, for example, just having one or two of these in your camera bag will mean that you can make the most out of that lamp that might be in the background of your interview shot, for example. They're a really useful little tool to have in your lighting kit. So, let's take a look at the design. It's a light bulb with an E26 or 27 screw fit so that it will work with most regular desk lamps or floor lamps. And it has two power modes. AC mode, where it will essentially function as just a regular light bulb, controlled from the light switch on the lamp, and it keeps its last settings when it's turned on and off, as you would expect. And in DC mode though, it runs off of its internal battery instead, and it can last up to 70 minutes at full power or up to 20 hours on minimum brightness. And this internal battery is a big part of what separates this from using normal bulbs in your practical lamps. It means you can get your lamp into perfect placement wherever you might need it without needing to trail extension leads all over the place or use a generator if you're in an area without power. And on the side here, there are 3 physical buttons which are used to give you a basic level of control over the light. But really, you're going to want to be using Aputure's Sidus Link app. This gives full control over this and any other compatible Aputure lights that you may have on set. And in my opinion, this is probably the best and most convenient wireless lighting control system on the market. Aputure have done a great job on the software here, and it's by far the best way to control anything about this light, from simple brightness to RGB color and lighting effects. And it also has a few tricks up its sleeve, like a color picker to replicate any color you point the phone's camera at, or their magic program mode to even program complex lighting sequences like this one at the start of their product launch video. Other than control, it looks like the main challenge for Aputure was actually heat management. RGB lighting generates a fair bit more heat than normal bicolor lights do, and trying to deal with that in a small little bulb like this without introducing a fan must have been a challenge. But they've done it. There's no fan here. It runs completely silently, even at full power. The body itself is a heatsink with these slits to let the heat out the sides, but they've also come up with a nice solution to let the heat out the top of the bulb. Rather than just being a normal dome, it curves in on itself with a heatsink here in the middle, and this gives the heat somewhere to escape out the top, otherwise the whole bulb would probably just overheat. I think it's a really clever solution, and when the bulb is on, you can't really see it even. When it's clipping on camera like a bulb always does, it just looks like a normal curved dome. They're also going to be making a kit of 8 of these, which will come in a very smart charging case, just like we've seen with the MC lights. And this makes working with these so much more practical for larger productions. It particularly makes charging them much easier with only one cable to charge 8 lights. Plus, they're hinting that this is just the start of a range for them called Accent. So whether or not they've got more lights designed around practical lights or not, who knows? But personally, I would love to see a range. Tubes, strips, smaller types of bulbs, and there are just so many things they could do around the idea of practical lights in your shot. I find it very exciting. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do in the future. But for now, if you want to buy one of these bulbs for your own work, they're available now over at proav.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.